What's going on, everybody on the Overpowered channel? It's Insomnius here again, back with another video, and with me today I've got Liam or weagal and Benny Central, the other two leaders of OP with me. We're doing a try commentary about the information that was shown in the Call of Duty Ghost multiplayer reveal that came out earlier. If you guys haven't seen it, we will leave a link to it in the description down below. We're not going to re-upload it or anything because that's a bit
I think people will see
so
it.
We'll just leave it down there so you guys can watch it. So you guys can watch it on the Call of Duty channel. But with me again, I said I've got Benny and Liam, and we're basically going to go through all the things that we caught in the multiplayer reveal and talk about some stuff we liked, some of the stuff we didn't like, all that kind of jazz. And is there anything you guys want to say quickly?
It's back. I'm like, I think that's the thing that everyone has spotted and like jumped out of their seats of when it came out with Specialist, because it's the thing that we've like made Modern Warfare 3 for me, and it makes playing solo so much fun because you actually stand a chance. While when like in Black Ops 2, like solo you could get you like swarms and stuff, and it would just pretty much end the game because you win. But like solo, you'd feel like a one-man warrior, and it's like really fun. And MOABs, of course, which is going to make
keep everyone interested. That's what
it's
about.
True. It's true because it brings the longevity back. Because like in Black Ops 2, right after the first 3 months, everything was done. It was like, okay, what do I go for now? Let's just keep trying to add more kills to that kill streak. It's not like it wasn't actually something set to go for. Like nuclears are quite similar, but you don't feel rewarded for getting a nuclear. Like while MOAB is like you just feel like a badass and you're like, yeah, let's go.
The nuclear could have been good. The nuclear could have been good, but nothing happens, does it? You get a little medal, and no one cares. No one knows about.
Even some if some little rocket launched in the sky and went, dunno, got a nuclear against you guys. Just just something that splashed up on people's screens and like you just got nucleared. Break your discs. Like something fun or something like that. Because that'd be like, yeah, the other team know they got nucleared. While if you nuclear someone in Black Ops 2, no one knows. Like it's
and something I will say for those of you guys that are watching is OP, we're gonna go absolutely ham when Call of Duty Ghost comes out. Those of you guys that don't know, you know, we've pretty much got, I'd say, almost all of the best solo Modern Warfare 3 players in this team in OP right now. And we're just going to absolutely go in when Ghost comes out. We're going to be posting all solo stuff on this channel, you know, for as long as we possibly can until, you know, it gets to the point where it's just, you know, unaccepted. You know, like Black Ops 2 is right now. Solo stuff just kind of gets pushed out of the way. We're going to keep it a solo for as long as we can. Hopefully for the entirety of the game. We do have probably the best solo players in this team right now, and it's going to be absolutely awesome. Everyone's going to be like just completely destroying this game, and I think you guys are going to really enjoy the content we put out when that game comes out, and it's going to be amazing. But that being said, we do have some things we're going to talk about this video. We're going to talk about, I think first of all we should talk about the stuff that we you know, actually liked during the footage that we saw. What do you guys want to touch on first?
The game looks fast. The game looks fast, just like an Infinity War game always does. I think it looks like you're going to be able to just ninja around the map with your SMGs and just go and kill people. It looks like the knife has been nerfed, which is one thing I'm very happy about.
There's like an animation, isn't there? There's like an animation, which means you can't go unless you've got that jug. Oh no, the jug had it, wasn't it?
There is a secondary weapon. I saw a guy running about with a secondary which has a regular knife. You know, like the CODs have now.
Like a tack knife.
Kill people over and over. Yeah, but you know, like the actual knife that you have, I think that's just all has an animation, so you can't just go around panic knife.
That's really good, to be honest. So the thing I did like as well though was the HUD, like how it looks a lot more clean and like the minimap's a lot larger, and I think that's going to help. I'm hoping there's a colorblind assist or something.
Apparently they've taken death streaks out, but I have seen a still image, unfortunately, of people in final stand.
No, their death streaks are gone. Like they're gone, but there are like small perks like final stands.
There might be a last stand perk, but to be honest, last stand never really bothered
me. No, it was Dead Man's Hand. That was Dead Man's Hand. Go to the floor and blow himself up. Like it was like a mini nuke going off in a room. Like.
So that's another good thing. No death.
Yeah, keep it positive. Loads of weapons, loads of variety.
The thing I don't like though, marksman. That marksman weapon set seems a bit like it's an assault rifle.
What do you think about the maps though? Seen a couple of maps. What do you think?
They looked pretty nice. But you know, I was talking about this with you guys earlier, and you know, I'm not really a fan of like dynamic things on my maps. I don't really like randomness in my games, so we will talk about that a bit more later. We'll stick on the stuff we actually like. So I'm going to jump in and say that the amount of perks that are in the game. I think someone said there were 35 perks.
So they've split them all up basically and give you more options Like they would have
35 perks.
And from what we've heard so far,
like if we had Assassin where it did so many things, they've probably split that up so you could have them all if you wanted to, but
like
instead of 3 or 4 perks, there's now 8
points.
Split them all up, so you can.
Because I think the whole structure of the thing was that you got those 8 points, which you could then 5 points for this stopping power thing, and then there's things. Stalker I think was 2 or 3 points. And, you got all those little things where you can get little different points for different types of perks depending on how good they are, which I think is really good because there's gonna be loads and loads of customization and different setups, which is going to be really interesting to see how long it takes for someone to find that perfect setup that works.
Hopefully, it takes a while. That'd be good.
And yeah, and I'm just speculating here, but people have been saying that the Odin or the MOAB, the equivalent, is going to be a 35 streak. I'm not sure if it's going to be kills or gun streak or kills plus objective or gun streak plus objective, but they're saying it's going to be a 35. I'm wondering, seeing as there is 35 perks, that might be a bit OP to get every single all 35.
Just imagine
perks
having all perks.
kills.
You're just a walking tank.
Yeah, I'm thinking that you'll get 1 perk per kill until you get the MOAB or Odin Strike, whatever it's going to be. And I'm thinking that might be the way that they do it. Or that's obviously just speculation because we haven't seen it
Sounds
yet.
Sounds a bit OP.
That's going to be ridiculous, though. Just imagine how amazing you're going to be when you're
But to be honest, to get a 35 kill streak, you deserve to have all the perks in the game if you're getting 35
that
gun
clan
kills and
thing
stuff,
looked good to me. How I understood it was you kind of rank your clan up by playing public games. Is that how I understood it? I don't know if I got the right end of that.
I'm not really too sure. I didn't really.
You got it from everything you sort of do by your team members winning games, by leveling up, stuff like that. You just rank up. Through that and doing the Clan Wars. I think it's Clan Wars, whatever.
Yeah, I think that's what it's called. And you get more unlocks for your multiplayer game then when you're online, more XP or whatever if you want to rank up. Is there 10 prestiges again?
Yeah.
I think there is.
They haven't said yet, but one other thing that looks pretty good to me is they've seemed to have moved everything on screen to the sides, to the peripherals of the screen. The minimap's a lot larger, but it's a lot more further up in the corner. The kill feed's now in the top right. All these other stuff are in the side, and there's nothing really dead center in your screen to kind of distract you or offer this,
And the kill feed's a lot smaller now as well.
Yeah, the kill feed is a lot smaller. I did mention this earlier as well when I was talking to you guys, but in my opinion, I think making the kill feed smaller and stuff and making it less visible is kind of
I'll agree with that.
I'm gonna take this from a sniper's perspective. All these sniper teams that they've got out there right now. The older Call of Duty games, they would focus on more the actual skill of the shots, so how fast you got them, and rather than just getting as many people as you can and just having a massive clogged kill feed. And that's what they kind of focused on in recent calls, is just a big kill feed. I think with changing this kill feed, especially montages, it's not going to be based on how many kills you actually get to clog up the feed, because it's less relevant being so far away from all the action. I think it's going to be more like Counter-Strike style, where the montage clips that you get are going to be more skill based rather than how many people you actually get. So actually more skill based shots and kind of stuff.
No, but I know what you mean about clearing it up and stuff, and because I think it's what we're all cultural about when you're playing the game as well. You just constantly bring the scoreboard up, and you just got it in the way, and you always dive doing stupid stuff like that, and you just get dropped. And I think it's really nice. It's just kind of being out of the way, so you can focus on what you're doing in game. But that's kind of my opinion anyway.
The audio, again, like we said earlier, sounds really good. Sounds like you're actually going to be able to have another kind of aspect of the game, so you can sound whore everyone.
Yes, no, that's the thing I really like, because it was in, what is it? It was in the the metal trailer thing, and you shot on there, it sounds different, so it's going to bring such different levels of skill.
And if you get so good at sound whoring, I remember Modern Warfare 2, I was the biggest sound whore ever, and I could tell, when certain people stood on certain surfaces and I knew exactly where they were, and that's what it's going to be like. You're going to hear a gun, it's going to make a tinny sound, you're going to know that they're inside a crate nearby, or some shit like that, and it's going to be absolutely good. That's what I was
at the end of Modern Warfare 3. I was at the end of Modern Warfare 3, I had a really not a great headset, and then I was I'll get my Astro 850s, got my Astros at long last at the end of Modern Warfare 3, and I was yes, I'm going to be able to sound so well and do really well in Black Ops 2, and stuff like that, and then Black Ops 2 came, and the sounds.
I don't know why they took it out. I don't know why they did that. I don't know why.
I was just there but now hopefully my Astros are going to get their full use, because it's they had all those kind of, I think they talked about it in the video.
Is that all the positives then? I was thinking aiming round corner. I don't know if that's a positive or a negative.
Oh yeah, the movement system. We forgot about this, but like the movement system, they've now added a couple of things. You know, you can kind of like lean around corners, which can be a good thing, I think, and will be a bad thing in some situations.
What is it?
You know, you'll probably get frustrated at it quite a bit, but it looks like it could be useful. And they've also added a system where they've made movement a lot more fluent, a lot more faster. Like when you're climbing over stuff, it just gets you straight over it rather than you know putting your weapon away when you try to climb over. You kind of vault over now, and you know you can shoot while you're vaulting over stuff, which is really good.
Yeah, no. What I love is that the this crouch thing, you know, where you slide across. It's gonna feel like being like a Matrix.
Yeah. Just making the change from like jump shotting to
just like sliding past the hallway and like sliding while shooting and getting like a quad feed.
I can just imagine it like you just vault out of a window, then sprint for a second and just slide under something.
And get like 6 people and then just like get your own strike and be like, yeah, that was badass. I can see the sliding montages now, like just going down hallways, like wee. That's really good.
Yeah, and like from what we saw, you know, there's tons of weapons from what we've seen. You know, there's gonna be tons of like customization. They've added like loads of character customizations. You can be a girl, a dude, which I'm gonna play as a girl, obviously, because you got the lower, you know, you got a smaller hitbox, so you're gonna be able to escape people easier.
I bet you that's gonna be actually happen. There's gonna be like some.
Then everyone will be women, won't they?
Probably, probably will. Yeah, and aside from that, I think we've talked about pretty much all the big things that we saw. I'm not too sure, you know. Yeah, all the things I can think of right now. Negatives. Let's move on to the negatives. What do you guys want to say for the first one?
The scopes look weird.
No, like I'm just not. To be honest, I'm just like the anti-sniper at the moment because I was like on for my solo triple nuclear and I get sniped again. So I'm just like anti-sniper at the moment.
Maps, Joe. Like, you're the most bothered about the maps, so why don't you talk about them?
Yeah, right. The maps. For me, I despise randomness in COD. Like in any game that I play, like it has to be kind of like skill based. Like if I go into a gunfight and like I get killed by a VTOL that someone got from a care package, like that really makes me want to like just throw someone out a window. I just despise randomness, and I don't think it fits in Call of Duty.
I disagree.
Game, really.
I actually disagree on that. I like it. It's gonna bring an extra element of skill and like more thought about what you're having to do. Like
I see where you're coming from with that, but like on the maps, let's say
but
something
it's not random.
Happens,
it's
like,
not random. It's something
that's
going to be scheduled and set. It's going to be something that's triggered by a player.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, you know, we haven't seen what's going to actually happen. So you know, it might be like for let's say for example, there was that map where there was a giant building that falls down midway through the map. Midway through the match, let's say for example in the matches that building can fall down at any point and it's just random.
That would be
really,
awful
really piss me off. But if it's a set time, you know, I'm not bothered because that's obviously not a random thing. And like obviously people can like take an RPG and shoot through a wall like that. I have no problem with, seeing as you know it's a player that's doing it, so it's not really random. I'm really disappointed that the care package is back though. By the way,
I think the destructible walls will all be the same. There'll only be a certain amount of walls per map that can get destroyed, so that won't be a problem, I don't think.
Yeah, and like when they do get destroyed, you'll know about it. You'll know what to do when it's destroyed, and it'll just open up like an extra way. Like you could use it, like maybe you're on a streak, you're kind of locked in. You could throw a C4 at a wall and then escape, luckily or something.
Yeah, that'd be really nice, like little escape route. It's gonna bring so much more like kind of map knowledge, being a bigger thing, because like that's the thing. Like most CODs, it's very linear. Once you learn it, it's just you pretty much run the same rush routes. You're doing the thing, but it's gonna be like
one bad thing. I did see the support streaks in there. They brought back assault specialist and support loadouts. I'm fine with the assault. I'm not really a big fan of assault. I would prefer it just to be all gun kills, but obviously they're not going to do that. So that's how popular COD is, and people like the streaks. But specialist my favourite, but support.
I'm hoping.
I'm not liking the look.
Yeah,
of that.
no, but I'm hoping they don't have things like stealth bombers in support. Like if it's support, if it's as long as it's all support stuff, fair enough.
Like a support streak
but if I get killed by a stealth bomber going over my head because we got them from support, and I'm just gonna be like, nah.
Yeah, some guy that's going 9 to 48 or something that's managed to get a stealth bomber and kill you. That is annoying.
Yeah, I think stealth bombers were one of the worst things in Modern Warfare 3. Yeah, I'd be fine if it was an assault streak, but just because it was support, it was just like you got all the snipers doing it with the EMPs and like and stuff like that, which was really, really frustrating. Tack sir, EMP.
Another thing that I did see, for me anyway, that I thought was a bit iffy. Obviously, we're not going to know until we actually play it. But it seemed like the ADSing in the game looked a bit sluggish to me. I'm not too sure. It might just be the stream or whatever, it might be totally different when we actually get to play it. And talking about that, you actually go and get to play it in 6 days, I believe, don't you, Benny? Benny's off the Gamescom, so we're gonna have a lot more info on that. And I didn't get a chance to go to Gamescom because I'm going on holiday while Gamescom's actually taking place. So I'll be playing at Eurogamer with Benny and Liam. But nonetheless, I think that's
the last thing. One thing we haven't mentioned actually is that. Me and Benny have both done a bit of support, but with OP, it's going to be pure solo when the game comes out for as long as we can possibly keep it going. That's what we want to do.
People are going to be running solo because it's specialist back. That's the thing. People ran support in this game because after 3 months, solo stuff just became inane and the same thing. You couldn't really reach high level solo. Like it was already pretty much achieved, and it was just one of those things. It's because there was no MOAB or anything like that. Solo just became pointless.
Yeah, Black Ops 2 really had no longevity to it whatsoever. It was boring after a bit, but Modern Warfare 3, it had the MOAB, and that's the one thing that keeps coming back. That's something. If Black Ops 2 had a MOAB of sorts, I'd
we'd all be playing it all the time still. I think.
Right now.
Yeah, no. But all I can say, guys, is when I get back when I'm in Gamescom, I'm just gonna be rubbing in your faces. Just oh yeah, have you guys tried Ghost yet? It's really good,
So for you guys, we're actually gonna be doing another one of these maybe tomorrow, or as soon as we get the info, because we know a lot of people who've got to go to the reveal and play it themselves, so we're going to get a lot more info from them and then bring you guys another video telling you guys more in depth. Then when Benny gets back in 6 days, 7 days, whenever he gets back, like next week or so from Gamescom, we'll get some more info from him. He'll have a lot more stuff to tell you guys, and then we'll do the same again at after Eurogamer, so you guys get pretty much the best kind of idea of what Ghost is going to be like before it actually comes out. We're going to absolutely hammer it, and I know I'm going to be playing it a ton when I get to Eurogamer. And as for OP, like we said, we're going to go absolutely ham. We're going to destroy it, get as much Ghost info out for you as we can. When Ghost comes out, we're going to absolutely just go ham as much as we can on that game. As I said, we've got some of the best Modern Warfare 3 players, best Call of Duty players in general in this team, and we're all going to be going non-stop for the best gameplays for you guys as possible. Like we said before, we're going to keep it solo, hopefully for the entirety of the game, but as long as we actually can keep it going solo while solo is still relevant. On my personal channel, and I know Benny and Liam are as well, we're just going to completely stick to solo, and it's going to be absolutely a beast in my opinion. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to it. Anything you guys want to add?
I'm pretty good. Other than guys, 6 days. Are you jelly? You man?
Yeah, no one likes you anyway.
All right, guys. So last thing I'll say is drop a like on this video if you enjoyed it. Again, we will leave a link down below so you guys can go and check out the actual reveal footage. Maybe watch. It's ending the video, so obviously you're not gonna be able to watch it while you listen to this. But go and check it out. It'll be on the Call of Duty official channel. Leave a comment, tell me
would
what
you
you
like
guys
to
think
be in the OP
team?
Ask them that. Would you like to be in the OP team if it's a 100-man clan again?
Yeah, if like the clan option is brought, if the clan option is like a really large team, would you be interested in joining? How many of you guys would be interested in joining? Tell us what your thoughts are on the Ghost from what we've seen so far or what we've said, and I'm pretty sure that's it. So subscribe if you're not already.
See you guys later.